Hello, my name is Angela, and I just want to begin by saying welcome. I am so glad that you're here and that you found us, and that you decided to join us for another Sessions with Spirit. So, if you aren't sure what that is or what that means, basically, I'm a channel. So, what I thought we would do with these videos is it would just be me, deck of cards, a few decks of cards actually, because I do like to use more than one. And we're just going to see what messages want to come through for us today. So here we go. Let us see what wants to come through. I'll show you in a second here. What are we doing here? All right. Okay. So what we have here to start, we have a couple of things. We have, these ones are the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. So we have our Fire Guardian, we have our Broken Arrow, which says embrace the energy of peace. And then we have a Knight. It says be brave and honest. So what are we trying to say? Do you actually embrace the energy of peace? Yeah, let's really be honest, reflect. We're going to hold our own space. Okay. Yes. How often are you actually embracing the energy of peace? Just a second. Let me just write that down. I do apologize if you can hear some of the things going on in the background. I have a neighbor whose dog really, really likes to bark. So hopefully you can't hear that. However, my dog is in the room, and every so often he's kind of grumbling because he hears the other dog, and we're just going to roll with it. So if you do hear the odd grumbling noises, that's just Splint. So yes, he's vocal. Anyway, embracing the energy of peace. What do we want to say about this? Okay, let's see. The energy of peace. Do you want to find peace? Yeah. Do you actually want to find peace, or are you expecting to find something else? Because keep in mind, there's a whole part of your brain that is just basically taking what your expectations are, and it's narrowing it down from like the millions of bits of information that are actually available to us at any time, and narrows that focus to only being able to see about 2,000, which does sound like a lot, but when it was in the millions and you're only seeing 2,000, there's a lot that you are not seeing. So you actually want to see peace. Are you expecting to see peace? What is it? What is it? Let's see. We're about to find out. What do you have to say? Who said you came here solely to experience peace? Yeah, that's a big one. It's a pretty big one. I mean, there's a lot of us that seem to feel, believe, think, whatever words we want to use. No shame in this either. We are where we are, and that's perfect. Okay. But where I'm going with this. Earth is for mastery. And can you get there through peace? Perhaps. But what if this planet was made for that? And you get to choose what you see. So not part of Gaia, the Empress. Basically, who said she was made for peace? Okay, let's see. There we go. Very pretty. They're just very hard to see. There's a lot of detail in them. Oh, actually, I have that really bright. Anyway, and then we also have two stones here. Yeah, what do you actually want to choose to experience? Because Gaia is here for us to experience a lot. But when we're sitting here judging it, is we only are expecting to see peace and to experience peace here, you're only getting to see half of what is available to you. Yeah. You're not here for peace, you're here for growth. And you can experience it however you want, which is actually kind of the neat thing, if you want my opinion. But anyway, so embracing the energy of peace. What are you? One moment, please. Move in a new direction and honor your inner knowing. If you didn't come here to experience peace, what did you come here to experience? Inside, you know. You know. Now, okay, I'm not wanting to make this sound like we need to just go be a bunch of shitheads to each other. Okay? That we don't need to try to create peace within our relationships and our environments and all things like that. That's not what I'm saying. But do we even want it? Do we even want peace? We say we do, but our actions can be far from peaceful. Is it about being honest? Being open to the healing that's available in this right now? You trust it? You get to decide that for yourself. You get to decide that for yourself. So, okay, just a minute here. Let me just organize my stuff. If you came here for mastery, which you did, it's point of Earth, actually. Okay. Completely lost my train of thought with that. And that's all right. It'll come back. It will come back. Right. Okay. So we're looking. Follow me for a second. Okay. So, Earth, peace. I actually just made a whole TikTok on this morning, and it was about calling in the highest and best. Okay. I'll tie this together. Don't worry. Calling in the highest and best. Don't do that anymore. I'm going to tell you why. I'm definitely going to tell you why. So, when we're using those words, highest and best, I'm going to ask you, who's highest and best are you calling in? Yeah, each and every one of us actually has a different vision of what we feel the direction this earth is going. Okay. Make this really, really practical for a second. You have a group of friends out. You going out together. We're hungry. Where are we going to go? Have you noticed how painful it can be to get a group of people to just agree on where they're going to go and eat? You honestly think that the what, give or take 8 billion people that are on this planet right now, if we can't even get a group of 5 to agree on where to eat, you really think we're going to get all 8 billion together on track to where we're going to go, highest and best? Who's highest and best is what I'm trying to say. Because your highest and best, what if that's not my highest and best? And what if my highest and best is not yours? Yours is something different. Mine is something different. Theirs is something different. And it's all beautiful. And we actually have this container, this space on Gaia to actually experience all of these different things. Now, we're going to look at human history for a moment. We're not just talking about, we're past the pandemic. We're not talking about that right now. We're going to go bigger. We're going to go further back in time. Okay? I'm going to let your mind fill in where we're going. Okay? We're going to go back, in time, a couple decades to real tense time on Earth. Okay? That actually we could sit here and we could put our judgments on it as saying it was the worst thing to happen to humanity. But actually, in those moments that we're judging it to be the worst possible thing, the souls that were experiencing that had the opportunity to move further within their own mastery, their own growth, their own soul expansion. Okay. I'm not to say these actions don't hurt, because of course they do, but they do serve something bigger. So if we're just sitting here judging as we need the highest and best, okay, honey, when it's nothing but pain, you're getting what you're asking for. Because remember, universe, a big old paradox. It is. It really is. So, interesting. What does that still have to do with peace? Hmm. Can you hold the energy of peace within times of war? I'm not just talking about, yes, bigger picture war that is going on our planet right now. Zoom in. What about the war that's going on in here? Can you allow the grace of peace to infuse that? If you want it to, it's there to do that. And if you don't, then you get to move in whatever direction you want. Yeah, it's up to you. So, what else do we want to say? We have the lion heart, which is standing firm. We have the card of sacred sexuality, which is actually healing and connection. And resurrection, which is embracing new life with peace. Are we assuming peace looks the same for everybody? Because it probably doesn't. what I might deem to be a peaceful time could be just stirring up the opposite in somebody else. Yeah. Do we need peace the same to look the same for everybody? Because if we all came here to have different experiences, wouldn't there be different levels of peace that we could be striving for? Because I mean, when we think peace, what do we think? Everybody holding hands, singing kumbaya around the campfire? Maybe. But while that may be peace to you, what if that actually isn't peace to somebody else? Are we going to continue to judge it? Are we going to let people make their own choices for what they feel peace is? And you only need to be worried about your own level of peace. This is not to say we create chaos for anyone else to keep our peace. No, no, that is below your integrity. Please do not act like that. Yeah, you do not need to create chaos in somebody else's life just so that you can get peace within your own. Yeah, we're not kids. We're not kids. Let's not act like it. Okay. Anyway, what else can be said about embracing peace? Yeah, just because like what I'm getting here is I'm trying to figure out what this sacred sexuality is. Okay. Hmm. Talk about sexuality for a second. You can experience that however you want. You get to experience that however you want. If it's something you do want to experience, if it's something that you don't want to experience, maybe it's just bringing more peace into that. But like, we forget something about sexuality for a second. Little tangent, but here we go. We're in 2023, right? And there are still people who feel it is their business who somebody chooses to love, how somebody chooses to love, and how somebody chooses to express that love. But oneness is inclusive. Cosmic consciousness is inclusive. Yeah. You get to choose who you love. You get to choose to experience that love however you want. Because it's this whole, okay, we're not going to go on that tangent right now. That is actually can be a whole separate video. We're just going to put that over there. Yeah, I want to kind of keep this maybe on one thing. So, yeah, back to peace. And we're not editing this out. One, I don't know how to edit and I don't want to learn right now. I'm being honest. So, yeah, lovers, card of choice. You get to choose how you experience peace. But what if all you needed to do, which is call in the grace of peace itself and infuse itself into your life, into your situations, your circumstances? I'm not judging how you think peace needs to show up because it might look different for each and every one of us because we all view the world in a different way. Every single one of us has different lenses and filters in which we choose to look at the world through. No. Can you embrace peace without judging it to having to be showing up for you in a certain way? Can you? I think you can. I think you can if you want to. I think you can if you're open to receiving this type of information, you can. Honor your inner knowing. Honor that. Don't just go with what I am saying. How does this apply to what you're currently going through? Yeah. Not throw our old lion heart on the floor. Yeah. So, what is there else to say about peace? Oh, excuse me. How often are you actually working with the grace of peace within your spiritual practices? How often are you letting peace purify that which you're seeing? Because you hold this energy within you. Yeah, you do. Even in moments when you've forgotten it or you haven't acted very peaceful yourself, you have that. You carry that energy within you. Tap into it. Ask. You're not currently working with peace. Incorporate it into your spiritual practice. If you're feeling resistant to that, explore why. I'm going to invite you to explore why. Now, why is such a tricky word? So, when we're asking why, all you're doing is keeping your ego amused. However, your ego can definitely give you some clues. We'll call them clues, directions. Yeah. Because, okay, so the ego and the function of the ego, it's not just a construct within us that we have to, that we get to use as a scapegoat. That's not what it is. Your ego is offering you a choice. Your ego is just offering you a choice. It is offering you a choice to stay within your own grace or not. That's it. It is just always giving you a choice. You always have a choice. Always. You might not like the choices of the options that you have available to you, but that doesn't mean you don't have a choice. No. No, you have a choice right now. However, you have been playing within the grace of peace right now, you find that that wasn't working for you, move in a new direction. Move in a new direction within the grace of peace. You don't know where you are within your mastery of it. And what if you find you're in a circumstance, situation, whatever, is not peaceful? Like you're born into whatever the opposite of peace was. What if you've already mastered an aspect of peace within your soul's constructs? And because we're masters and we're here for that and to grow our mastery, of course you're going to be coming across situations that you're judging that peace isn't there. What if those are your moments to shine, my friends, and infuse that peace in there in your perfect way, in the way that your soul has been learning within their mastery on how to work with the grace of peace. Hmm. Yeah, I got strength again. Yeah. Hmm. What if those moments that we're judging peace not to be there, one, If it has our attention, it has it for a reason. So are you going to do something with it and infuse your peace into it? Yeah. Are you? Are you? It's up to you. What do you choose? What do you choose? What do you want to choose? Because you can't make the wrong choice. You got to do something. Okay. What else do I want to say about this? What else do we want to say? Near the tower. Tower moments are rarely peaceful, but there's opportunities to find peace within the chaos. Are peace and chaos just, two sides of the same coin, though? So, in moments of chaos, what if it is your peace that is being requested? If you find yourself in the midst of chaos, what if Cosmic Creator just put you there to share your grace? You're gonna just judge it? The situation is not having peace when maybe it was your job, your task, your responsibility to be the vessel to allow peace to infuse a situation. How often do you keep your mouth shut in the names of keeping the peace? What if that's just your ego offering you that opportunity to be within your own grace and speak up if you want to speak up? Be the peace that you are. Be the example of peace in a world that is just crying for that. Tell me it isn't. That's not what's happening, right? So I don't know if these are the cards I want. Yeah. So in this tree, it's the Buddha, right? Be the peace that you are. Be the peace that you are in all moments. And when you can't, be honest about it. Be honest about it. Hold the space for peace when you can. Honor your inner knowing about when to allow yourself to be the vessel for peace. Mhm. Trust it. Trust your inner knowing that you will know what to do in every situation while you embrace the peace that you are. Hmm. Okay. I get just one final little message to just tie this all in together for us. You have the faith that's stronger than the fear that you're carrying. To embrace the grace of peace and enjoy life fully. Can you enjoy life fully in a place that you're judging to be lacking peace? Again, what if that's your call to action? What if the moments that we're judging peace isn't there? It's a call to action. Yes, do something. To stand firm. Ah, yes. Make the choice to be the peace, even in the moments that you don't feel peace is there. Because if there's just chaos, there's peace within the chaos that is waiting for you to find it. You just got to be brave enough to look. Remember, you're not doing this alone. You're not doing this alone. Who said you had to do it alone? Who said you had to? Use your discernment right now. Who said you had to? So, that's it, my friends. You like children. Embrace your freedom and find the holiness within that you already are. That you already are. Okay, I'm going to leave that at that. Yeah, feels all right. It's a good start, hey? Definitely a good start. Okay, so if you have found this helpful or you've enjoyed it, please give it a like. Consider subscribing so you don't miss future videos of sessions with spirit and the other things that we have kind of planning that we want to bring out to you into the world. So, yes. And if you're interested in working together, check out my shop. It's payhip.com/sacred awareness. And you can just check out the different types of session offerings that I have. I have some courses. Um, I have some courses that have been written by me. They're not AI. So you get all that. That's a whole other topic. But anyway, I will leave it at that. Thank you for spending this time with me, though. I wish you well. And until next time, happy exploring.